For this episode of What's Good in the Hood, it's all about the Adelaide Hills, and where better to start than in the guts of Penfolds. This is the most iconic winery in the country, and we're currently in the old tunnels where they would store all of the wine. In one of the tunnels there is even every single vintage of Grange ever made. It's such a special place and such a cool place to start this adventure. We are at the Scenic Hotel, this beautiful heritage building that's been operating since the 1860s and was taken over by the new crew in 2020. It's now one of the coolest places to visit in the area. Lots of young people, lots of families, very popular with weddings. They've got an amazing lamb pie on the menu, not to mention their cheeseburger.
We do a minced lamb pie. What we do is we get a whole lamb in and break it down. We use the leg, the shoulder and the backstrap for roasts, and then we use the rest of the lamb, mince it up to make a pie, sometimes with local mushrooms, sometimes with other vegetables. It's in a short crust pastry, so it's like really buttery and rich and delicious.
And even if you weren't going to eat, just sitting on this balcony in the beautiful weather is wonderful. All right, I'm so excited. We're heading into the Summertown Aristologist now. It's one of my favourite restaurants in the Adelaide Hills. The Summertown Aristologist is what's known as a closed loop restaurant. And so that basically means there's no waste. Grinding their own wheat and grains and things, barley and spelt. And today actually we tried this beautiful haggis. Now that is not something you see in a lot of fine dining restaurants, but the chefs here are kind of experimenting with putting it on the menu, and they refer to it as Scottish incense because of all of the aromats that go in it. Beautiful flavours with carrots and leeks on the side and a bit of toast. Just perfect for this weather.
Inside a haggis is the pluck of a sheep, so that's lungs, heart, liver, sometimes kidneys, not always. You boil it for like an hour and a half, hand chop it up to mince, and then we've added some spelt from our friends at Small World, who's a local heritage grain grower. Bit of pepper, bit of mace, bit of oregano, and then it goes into generally a sheep's stomach, but we're using an ox bung today.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for not exploding a haggis on me. That was really appreciated.
Next time.
Yeah, really save up a good one.
My name's Thomas Robinson. We're at the Lane Vineyard in Hahndorf. This is Cameron, who does all the hard work. Our CEO's got a wonderful farm about 5 minutes up the road in Echunga. And we got one of the first 2.5-year-old Angus, pasture raised. We managed to get half the animal, and we've wanted to sort of showcase all the different cuts. So we've got some shoulder today, some of the trim, we make a really beautiful sausage. I've also got a primary, we've got some ribeye that Cam's roasting. It's just a really nice way to celebrate a local producer, but also, showing people the various cuts and also some of the really cool things you can do with secondary. Actually, we've also got a little bit of brisket as well, which we're going to showcase too.
So here we are in this incredible vineyard. I can imagine if it wasn't absolutely torrential rain, how beautiful it would be to sit outside with a tasting menu amongst the vines and just have the best afternoon.
Oh, I'm living my best life. Best life. Oh, I'm living it best.
Dirty Doris is this fabulous all-day diner. Pancakes all day and into the night. Spicy margaritas, dark beers, really good local coffee. Tiny little pantry so you can buy all sorts of condiments, and then probably like the most Instagrammed ragu jaffle in the state.
Best life.
Very good. Enjoy. So Adelaide Hills, I think, is one of the most special places in the country. Incredible local produce comes from here. Whenever you go into a restaurant in the Adelaide Hills, everybody is so celebratory of what they grow and make here. It's this beautiful community of like-minded food people that produce something that you can try nowhere else in the country. We are here at Crafers, a really beautiful old heritage pub, hotel. Now, I hadn't actually heard much about this place until we started filming today, but everyone was talking about it. And what they were talking about, apart from the delicious French-leaning menu, was this crazy, beautiful old pub with a 10,500 strong wine list with some of the most amazing crus and Grand Crus collectible in Australia.
The food and wine focus at the Crafers Hotel is very French-based, as well as being Australian pub in orientation. Today, we're cooking for you a 300-gram Wagyu fillet with Romanesco, green beans and pomme puree.
It really is like a really amazing place to sit by the fire, order the steak frite, a bottle of Montrachet or Rothschild if your pockets are deep enough, and just warm your toes and your soul.
My name's Andy Davies and we are in Stirling at Patch Kitchen and Garden. There's been a couple of Indian restaurants, an antique shop, a kids clothing shop. We've taken it over now and changed it back into a restaurant. If we give it a good lick of paint, clean her up a bit, put some new, some resourced, reused and loved furniture, we could make something that's pretty cosy in here that the locals want to come to. Food you're trying today is a goat pasta. It's based on a Moroccan style tagine. Traditionally it comes with like goat with saffron potatoes. We've done like a saffron gnocchetti sardi, so the really small shelled gnocchi shaped pasta. That goat's been braised for about 10 hours. It's got some minted yogurt. And it's a lovely dish, refreshing dish.
Thank you very much. Anytime my food matches my outfit, I'm very happy. I really am. Beautiful pasta, beautiful goat. I guess my big outgoing kind of thought from this trip is how proud the people of the Adelaide Hills are of the incredible produce that's grown here and how well they treat it. It's like it's not a rarity to just step into a restaurant here and eat something like truly delicious and original. I really love that.